All right, this one I hope you're sitting down for, or at least braced or attached to something, because this is like nothing I have ever seen. Just when it seems as though there is nowhere else to go, there is no place to hide for Donald Trump now that this audio tape has come out where Trump is clearly heard shuffling papers and saying, these are secret documents, these are classified documents, I can't show you this stuff, I shouldn't be showing you this stuff. Trump was interviewed yesterday after his speech in New Hampshire by the publication Semafor, and Trump's new claim is he wasn't actually holding up any documents. It was just like golf related documents. Golf. You can hear him shuffling papers. He's saying these are secret documents, but there weren't actually any documents. He was just playing it up. Look at this article. This is by Shelby Talcott for Semafor. It was bravado. Trump says he wasn't holding up classified documents in the 2021 meeting referred to on the tape. Look at these quotes. I would say it was bravado. If you want to know the truth, it was bravado, Trump said in an interview aboard his plane with Semafor and ABC News. I was talking and just holding up papers and talking about them, but I had no documents. I didn't have any documents. The latest comment suggested a new potential legal argument from Trump that he was overselling the material he was showing to an aide and people working on a biography of Mark Meadows in a recording. Quote, I just held up a whole pile of, my desk is loaded up with papers. I have papers from 25 different things, he said, adding he kept relevant news articles about topics like Iran on hand. At one point, Trump gestured to the seat next to him on the plane where a stack of various papers, newspapers, copies of his speech, printouts of articles sat. He grabbed some from the pile and placed them in front of him, moving them around as he spoke and offering up a physical reenactment of what he said was occurring on the audio tape. Did I use the word plans? What I'm referring to is magazines, newspapers, plans of buildings. I had plans of buildings, building plans. I had plans for a golf course. Asked if he had any regrets about his handling of classified documents, Trump said, no, I have no regrets. I didn't have a classified document. There was no classified document on my desk. Wow. This is like nothing I've ever seen or heard of. Here's the new position. Yes, Trump does refer to documents on the audio recording. Yes, you hear papers shuffling around. Yes, there were papers on Trump's desk. And yes, Trump uses the word plans, but these were not classified plans to attack Iran. These were golf course plans for a golf course Trump planned to build. And he was just trying to impress the people around him. Now, of course, the problem is there are witnesses who have testified that these really were documents related to military plans and defense information. That's a little bit of a problem. It may be a problem if Trump tries to use this argument in court. And of course, the other problem is that this is explanation number 7 or 8 for the exact same thing. There were classified documents, but they were declassified. Oh, there were classified documents, but I had the right to have them, and they are de facto declassified just by virtue of me having them. Oh, there were no documents at all. There were papers, but they weren't classified documents. There were classified documents, but I didn't take them. The FBI planted them. Or there might have been some documents in boxes along with clothes and mementos, as these people call them. I don't know why they say mementos instead of the word mementos. They just make up words. I don't know. But it's just completely crazy. Now, I want to add one other commentary here, and I think that this is an important thing to mention. There are some people on the revolutionary left. I know that some people call them tankies. I'm trying to be as least pejorative as possible. The sort of like pro-Putin left, the revolutionary left, the folks who like Maduro in Venezuela or Castro or these types of folks. There are some on the revolutionary left who are saying this is, I'm not even going to name names. This entire leaked audio recording story is another example of the corporate media ignoring the good things about Trump. These plans to attack Iran, Trump didn't want to attack Iran. I got a few emails about this from revolutionary leftists saying, David, why won't you be honest and tell the real story? The real story is the media hates Trump because when he was given that plan to attack Iran, he didn't want to do it. Now, there's a whole bunch of different things that could be said, including that presidents are presented with every option all the time. And the idea that someone was pushing him to attack Iran and he didn't want to do it, we don't even know that to be true. But you have to remember, Trump has no idea what he's for or against. He might be for or against attacking Iran today. He might have been for or against attacking Iran on the day that he was presented with those plans or on the day that he showed someone. It doesn't matter. Trump doesn't know anything about Iran. He doesn't know anything about foreign policy. It is irrelevant to whether Trump committed the crimes for which he's been arrested, whether on that day or on the day before or on the day after he wanted to attack Iran or not. And the revolutionary leftists who are saying there's no story here other than Trump really was against wars and he was against war with Iran, you are just flat out wrong. That is not the story here. The story here is they've got Trump dead to rights on an audio recording, committing the exact crimes that he's been charged for. Now, what is his lawyer saying about it? Let's talk about that next. One of our sponsors today is Replace Your Mortgage. Mortgages are a really interesting thing in the United States. The poor often can't afford them, and the rich often don't use them. Instead, the wealthy use special financial tools to pay off their debts, often in a fraction of the time that it takes for a middle-class American to realize that same payoff. Replace Your Mortgage teaches you how you can pay off your home in 5 to 7 years without needing to make more money than you're currently making right now. And in addition, they can teach you how to better utilize your existing assets and equity to begin or continue growing wealth and passive income through additional strategies. And they actually have an upcoming workshop that will show you how you can take advantage of these strategies, how it all works, create your own economy in a sense. You can go to replaceyouruniversity.com/Pakman to watch the interview I did with their founder, Michael Lush, to learn how you can get exclusive access to what can be a life-changing virtual event. The link is in the description.